Now I'm going to bring and
yes, that's right. Yeah. Is that just no, I guess. Yeah. But they seem to know the I'm with BDN for both, but they use twice a year. So back in December, so they couldn't lie down this month, so it's gone back, it's gone down to 250, it's gone down, which isn't so bad. But when it was real, this
Okay. Okay, test. Okay. And I'm officially live. It's official. Not that there's anyone watching. The only one person watching is me, but that's fine. I'll be able to get people later. So, here at the dog show, Pevennsey Community Dog Show, which is put on by the Parish Council, sponsored by all sorts of companies like Mason Barrett. We've got the East Sussex Fire and Rescue 999 here. We'll be here all day from now just after 11 to 4 p.m. As you can hear, probably there's live music going on at the moment right now, which is beautiful. Maybe later I might be able to talk to them, maybe not. I don't know. Sorry, right in the way of the door to get people. That's the beauty of being in this position, I guess. I'm right in the way of the door. The door is right here. And in front of me is the person doing the announcements for the event as well, which is quite awesome. See around there with their broadcasting kit, which is a lot more professional than mine, and they add that. Behind me, maybe you can see on that table over there is over there is the Pevennsey Bay Model Railway Club, which obviously, if you've seen that video, I had the fortunate position to be able to interview them and talk a bit about that hobby, what they love, what they enjoy, and I think it's great to see them here. It's great to see so many other people here. We've got circus skills here as well. We've got things of that nature. Right now, because there's announcements.
We're sending Bob in for a cup, probably, and then you coming in as well. Okay, well, we've mostly except for Sarah will come up and man both of you, and we've done 3 on 3. Right, is that okay over? If they control a haze over.
It's actually quite amazing seeing the amount of things that are here at this event today. There's fairground rides, ice creams, of course, lots of dogs. That's something that Pevennsey Bay and Pevennsey is known for. It's the amount of dogs. We are a community of dog lovers, I think.
Have you still got availability, Colin, over? Eventual main gate over. Sound is what I can understand from Colin's catalogue is okay. I'm still just to get Sarah, are you guys out? You're going to go to main gate. Which one's the main gate? Yeah. Nobody else coming in. There shouldn't be any stragglers. So just here at the top. Yeah. Take the sandwich. Yeah, take the sandwich one. I'll take some bolts. I've got that. It's in my bag.
Obviously, it is very hot today, which is lucky because obviously the last big event that was going to be happening down here, supported by the parish council and all these other sponsorships and things like that, was obviously the car show, and that was rained off. We had to cancel that because of the rain. It was all flooded down there, and so it's lovely to see that the sun's come out. sun cream is on availability. I know I've got a lot of water, and everyone here has probably got a lot of water as well. Again, currently I don't know anyone else watching, so this is just me talking to myself into the void. But hey, I'm going to continue on just in case anybody joins. Yeah, later it should be quite fun. We can have some guests come in from the Eastbourne Newfoundland Society. They're here, so that would be great. So, as I said earlier, the emergency services are here. We've got a whole host of other people that are here. Vets are on standby, which is amazing. I'm sure that they'll be happy to give out some top tips on how to look after our furry little friends. In fact, I haven't clicked it on yet, but I can click on this handy dandy little thing that I've got here if I can remember the buttons. Aha! I did it. So now I've got a little scroller down there at the bottom, which is talking about some of the things that might come up, and just some generalised information, really. A little bit awkward out here, I'm not gonna lie, but we press on. There are many different dog bowls around, which is lovely. I mean, it's important that we stay hydrated as humans, and it's also important that the dogs stay hydrated. And especially with weather like this today, keeping them off of the concrete, things of that nature, keeping their paws clean. I know for one, even just being here for a little bit, there's been so many amazing, great dogs, great breeds. Yes.
I'll give you a shout out. What are you doing? You're doing the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that there's anyone on at the moment, but I am probably. I'm doing it live. It's quite funny though, being sat here and then hearing you do that. It's like we're both competing, but you've actually got an order.
It's not you're more professional like that.
No, you're probably more professional than I am. I mean, that's definitely professional. All that software, I love it. It's right on my stream. I love that sort of stuff. Yeah, it really is. It's. Got my headphones off. Did not mean to take my headphones off. Someone joining right now. Okay, so I don't know whether any of that caught up on this. Probably not, because I've got it fairly low. But that was the announcer for this event. Who's been, talking about the sponsorships. We'll be announcing all the judgments which are going to be going on for the judges, which are in here near this table where I'm sat. Because this is the pavilion.
Do you think would you be able to screenshot?
This is the pavilion at Walsham Road, the recreational ground, which is just by the castle, which is in that direction. The technical issue is the fact that my microphone has just decided to have pieces fall out of it, which is lovely. This is great. Normally a professional would pause to fix this. But now we'll see about maybe taking my laptop outside. Carrying a laptop may be a bit difficult. Also, I'm currently not, for those that are interested, I am currently not going off of Wi-Fi. I'm going off of very kindly someone's hotspot. Which obviously which is a little bit, what to say? Can't actually remember what I say. Also not being important. Let me just move this to the left a little bit. Here we are. See, it's the weird thing about going live for the first time. Do you know what you're saying? No, there are many different organisations here, as I've said, painters, things of that nature.
I don't know, sold to
There is, however, no, that's the wrong way. That's not the wrong way.
Give it control to Haven Garage, over. Haven Garage, come in, over.
Now, I've got to say, from personal experience from coming here before, it's a lot more bigger this year. There's a lot of stalls, marquees, and people around the whole recreational ground. Whereas before, when I've gone, it's all been sort of pushed towards the castle, sort of in this smaller square thing. So it is lovely to see the recreational ground be opened up and used more. See, if you recall, there was the recent opening up of Treetops, which I covered in a video to celebrate the coronation, which after this is not live, so not now, but after this is not live, there'll be a thing to that down there. But yes, it's lovely to see this place be used for events like the recreational ground. Oh wow, this gentleman has just come with a great big walking stick and this very amazing hat. This looks very dapper in what he's wearing. It's very hot though, I assume he's boiling in what he's wearing.
She moves ever so stealthily. Oh, there's Graham. Here's me man.
Our first in class, which is veteran, and that's dogs over 7 years old. So we're getting preparing for that any minute now. Just a quick reminder, if you need to cool your doggy down, we have some paddling pools behind the toilet. And if you want to cool down at the same time, outlets are available. The doggy pools there. There's also balls around the site for the dogs to have a drinking. I know I can see one here at the pavilion, so if you can see one, come to the pavilion and we can direct exactly where there's water for your dogs.
Taken hand fast.
With the Pevennsey Community Dog Show, we've hit the modern age. We have Dan here today who's doing fantastic. I'll get some more details. I think it is interesting. And we're looking forward to that. Huge thank you as well for Orange Cups here, with graphics and posters and programs today. And should some pictures. Thank you to the team.
We've got here for you. I brought your back up as well.
So can they have a word with you? They want to have a word with you. They do that.
Yeah, they can. Anyone, if they want to talk, just about.
Use the QR code.
Yeah, there's a QR code on the back of that, and it takes it.
Now, this is the last call for veteran dogs. So for the veteran dogs, you can begin because Kunstmann is not the service. The registry has to be that constitutes really registered. Tensions are rising.
Have you brought your chum down with you?
Sorry?
Have you brought your chum down with you?
Look after yourselves. Drink plenty of water, sunscreen. Tell you you can do the same.
Perfect. No, thanks, yeah, it's cool.
We're gonna have smaller fantastic meetings later. For now, they're gonna have a well-earned rest. And you can see, I hope it is like great singing, great guitar playing, great performance. Really enjoy it.
Dangerous dogs, got circus skills. You've seen her before. She's been to my events.
Yeah.
Korea. She's over there in that melee over there. Oh, of course, the youths are there. The youths are in the trees. And you found them. They're moving around.
I'll say it a bit louder. Veteran dogs, 7 years old and over.
So, if you want to break,
Let's have a stroll.
you have a stroll with seats out there.
If you got to mention the Glastonbury.
Oh yeah, I think I did the same last year. So yeah, we give our slots to Joe. He's getting on. He needs help.
I think some of them are very soft.
They're going down to 5.
God, it's a good thing that like no one can see me doing this.
Can you see how I get on?
See how you get
The
on.
owners
Some
are
of
great.
it is, yeah.
I can get the detail. The dogs are not.
No.
Yeah, okay. I'll see how I get on.
Okie dokie. No, that's Sarah.
So I'll see what I can do.
She's a chocolate egg.
But when
She's got the back on.
the events are on, I'll try and see if we can turn the camera around so then we can see a bit of them, maybe. Because it wouldn't be a dog show without seeing at least a few dogs. Also, I'm not that great at commentary at the moment, which is quite ironic. Me, being the founder / presenter of this podcast and also doing some radio work. It's ironic that I'm not the greatest at commentary yet, but hold this space. Will be one day. But I think to fill the space between now and the first event, I'm going to put a clip in, if I can, about the
Oh, he's not?
where Shirley, friend of the channel and parish councillor, spoke to me about the recreational ground when we talked about the opening up of treetops. So I'm going to try and locate that. Whilst I do that, I'm going to flash up on screen
Right, perfect. I shall float back to
You're not
these.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so hello, it's me again. I'm gonna keep it on the stream will return soon screen because currently at the moment I'm trying to do something very special, move outside of where we were for a little bit and actually see the field, the recreational ground, because I think that's important. But it's all a little bit experimental here. So if I click this, you should be able to, there we go, see me now. I have no idea how well you can see me. Because the sun's in my eyes. This is brilliant. But it's a little bit less noisy than it was in there. There's a lot of people going around. To be honest with you, between me and you, I could feel a bit of judgment. To be honest with you, there are anyone that come in or is just joining? I'm live from the Pevennsey Community Dog Show, which is being held by the parish council, sponsored by a whole host of people. Now, if I can, I'm going to turn around and turn you around just to show the field here. Again, I have no idea how well this is picking up here, but there we go. Trying my best. Trying my best.
Do you want a drink?
No, I got bowls of water in there.
All right.
But it's okay.
It's in the fridge just in case you
Yeah.
want some.
Yeah.
All right.
Now I'll see later if I can get the likes of Roy back in here. You know, obviously the person who helped me come up with this very thing. The one that's been an amazing help and guide. So it might be quite nice to get him involved. Maybe get the maybe like talk to some of the other people that are here. It's still very awkward. I mean, it's the first time I've ever done anything like this personally, and it is very awkward. But enough about me. I think over here, where you see the blue ribbon, if you can, that's where the dogs are actually going to be. That's the field where they are. So that's over there. As I said earlier, it's nice to have this recreational ground moved, used in its entirety. It's nice to have it be utilized in this way, because I feel like a lot of people, when it's not utilized in this way, it can be almost forgotten, almost lost. Obviously, here is very popular with dog walkers, which is ironic considering that we're at a dog show. Okay, so what do we do now?
Lisa, I'm going to go back in the car. I'm just going to the car.
Okay, so I'm going to try, if I can. This is where it could go horribly wrong. But I'm going to try to go around. And actually, no, that's going to end horribly wrong. You know what? I can see how that's going to end horribly. This is where I probably should have put something. Am I allowed to? Am I not? No.
Hello. Yes, is it low enough for you?
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
So I believe in all that coverage, the first event, which is the veteran dogs, has actually started. I think they've gone out now. So
Fantastic. Great. So, Joe, nice. We're supposed to meet now. Not sure we want it.
just trying to look out the door here to see whether I can describe anything that I'm seeing at the moment. Many people have taken their seats along the border of the arena. I'm going to call it arena because I guess it is an arena. Taking their seats along there, either on the floors or on the benches which scatter around the area. Many different dogs, obviously older dogs, veteran dogs, you would imagine. I'm going to try and see if I can get a bit closer, maybe, to the arena in the thick of the action. Okay, so I have no idea whether that went offline or not. Apologise for the long break. I was just discussing things with certain people, trying to find a better way of showing you the dogs as well. And organising some of the people that are going to be coming on, because obviously it's not just going to be me here. But in the meantime, whilst we've got a little bit of time to kill, I guess, I have got here in front of me 23 amazing facts about dogs you probably didn't know, apparently. So, oh, is that not? Oh, aha, okay.
Whoever actually came first in these competitions will also get best of class at the end of the so if I do not already take a class, see if you get
That's weird how that's delayed. Okay, so if I can find out the way of how to do this, don't worry about this, sorry about this. There's a way that I can do it. Right, boom.
It's busying up a bit now.
And boom. Okay, so here we have this. Apparently, according to this article, dogs have a sense of time. Apparently, it's been proven that they know difference between an hour and 5 hours. Confided to, they can predict future events such as regular walk times. I guess that kind of makes sense, really, because when you think about it, there's sometimes these dogs that, you know, they'll know when you're about to do something before you do it. You know, they know that. They have that sort of innate ability, I guess. So that one can prove. Dogs are smart as a 2-year-old. I guess that would explain why they have children have that special bond. I think it's quite fun learning more about our furry friends. You know, these animals that we have as pets all the time.
There's a roll in the fridge for you.
Yes, so it's come that time. I'm going to try and relocate here now, and I'm going to try my best to get to a position where we can see what's going on and see the dogs. So I'll be back after this short, and it is going to be short this time, intermission.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you.
Colin's coming in.
Yeah, he's coming. Yeah, he's pretty tired.
So, right here in front, we have the arena. Hopefully you can see that. I have no idea whether you can or not, but the event that's going on at the moment is rescue dogs. And I think rescue dogs have always had a bit of a soft spot in my heart, personally. You know, thinking about taking a dog that has maybe been neglected or abused and being able to give them a new life, a second home. And I mean, it is lovely seeing these dogs and these owners. You've got one which, if you've seen the movie Marmaduke, looks almost like a spitting image of Marmaduke. I have no idea whether you can actually see that on the screen or not. So I am going to just fall back into these describing modes. Um, all different dogs of all different shapes and sizes. I am, as you can probably guess, horrible with knowing about dog species. Maybe if there's anyone in, you could help me understand that maybe and have a better understanding of our dog species. All I know is that I love all of them equally. We've got Sue here going around judging, who I spoke to earlier actually, and would be happy to appear on this live stream. So that would be brilliant. And I think after this, I will go around and I will try and see if I can find anyone who will be willing to talk. And we can have our first proper interview here at the Pevennsey Community Dog Show at Wallsend Road Recreational Ground. Again, it's amazing to see how many people have shown up for this event, how many people have come out with their dogs, come out with their families, their friends. You know, it is a really big community event. And it's lovely to see families playing frisbee or football. Behind us right now, we've got the cricket ground, which is home to cricket, because it's cricket ground. Which every Sunday, I believe, there is a disabled cricket, which is close to my heart. Because for those that do not know, I am disabled. I have cerebral palsy. And I mean, to get a little bit sappy, I guess, here now, I really love this community because of its welcoming feel. And I think when I think of how over the years my disability has been treated and has been supported by the people that live here and the people that I've got to know, you know, everyone has been very accommodating. And even today, people have been amazingly accommodating with finding me seats, guiding me up ramps, things of that nature, and patience and timing. Anyway, enough about that soppy stuff. We're here to talk about dogs, which I guess that's the thing, really, isn't it? Animals, they make us soppy. They make us really soppy, I guess. You know, they are our companions at the end of the day. Man's best friend, or you know what? I don't think that phrase is really accurate. I think it's everyone's best friend. It shouldn't really matter. Should not matter at all.
She's just going through the stories of the rescue dogs, and we'll hear her conclusions very shortly. We've got some extra water out in the white bowls just around the ring.
Gonna end up turning the mic up so you can hear. Right now, some of the stories are being told about the rescue dogs, which that must be very emotional, being able to be there and hear some of these stories, really, of how these dogs have come from hardship, how these dogs have being able to find a new home, find a new place. But it's also quite horrible that these dogs have found themselves in those positions to begin with, really. But luckily they could find a new home. It's not really that visible, or it won't be that visible to the camera, but behind me, sort of to my right a little bit, is Pevennsey Castle. It just goes to show how close we are to all of that. And if you haven't gone to the recreational ground here at Wallsend Road,
Right, decisions
I
have
would
been made.
highly
So number
suggest
one.
it.
So the winner, number 25.
Okay, number 25 is
Well
one.
done.
See all
Best
the
rescue dog.
clapping around. Oh wow!
So number two, the
Dog
second.
is very cute. It's brown
Third
dog,
is number 35.
big dog as well. Again, I'm sorry that I'm horrible with dog breeds. This is probably not the best thing to get
Fourth
me out
is number
commentating.
3.
But anyway, I try my.
In fifth place is number 18. And special awards, number 19.
Maybe I could
So well done, everybody.
later try to talk to someone
Especially in this heat.
who
Fantastic.
has
Thank you.
a
Plenty of drinks around
rescue dog.
and a paddling pool behind the Royal Oak.
Oh, so that's lovely. I think that's the first time that I've really heard about that. They've put a paddling pool outside of the Royal Oak Castle, which is an amazing pub and restaurant. As you can probably see from the ticker at the bottom of the screen, they are actually dog friendly, and I think that's good to show by what they've put there, which is a paddling pool. Because it's not just us out here, us humans out here in the heat. It's
Next
dogs
up,
and
Waggiest Tail. So if you've entered this, if you want to make your way to the ring, we're going through these fast because of the heat, to be honest, and we want to make sure the welfare of the dogs are protected. So, Waggiest Tail, if you would like to come into the ring and
as I
for the
was
next
saying,
competition.
the heat is kind of unbearable for us sometimes. So imagine how it'd be like if you were covered in fur, especially if you were covered in black fur. I feel the most sorry for dogs that are black, because obviously black absorbs heat, doesn't it? I say all this thing about heat was being sat outside, but it's nice.
Okay, so if your dog's not entered in this and you want to keep them cool, if you want to head for the shade and just keep them out of the sun.
So
I'll
next
turn the
up
volume
is one of my
and let you know if the next
favourite
competition, if you're booked in for
favourite
following
competitions,
But
because
yeah,
I feel like it would be the one that
we
if
are
I
concerned for the welfare
I feel like
of
it'd be the
dogs
one that
today,
I would be the most
so
to.
we encourage you to keep them in the shade if you can.
Try that one again. This is one of my favourite ones coming up
take them to
now
swim pools.
because
Swim
I
pools
feel
behind
like
Royal
it
Oak.
would be the
And,
one that
they
I
can
would be the
splash, cool
most,
down. We don't mind if they come into
the
pool,
greatest
into the ring, sorry,
at,
absolutely soaking wet.
which is Waggiest Tail. I don't know.
So Waggiest
There's
Tail.
something about that. There is something about that, and I'll be sure
There's
here
a song
to give
about
my
that,
own
Ian.
verdict and say whether I think the judges were right or wrong. After this, I do want to try and find someone, so we will take a short break after the Waggiest Tail competition, and I'll try and see if I can find someone to interview and talk to about today's events.
And of course, we do care about the owners too, so make sure you've got sunscreen protection and taking on plenty of water.
Talking about water, might as well hydrate myself. You know what? Even though, because that one person is me, I think. Even though no one's watching, I am.
I don't know what we can do to encourage your dogs to wag their tails, but we're missing 31 and 5. 31 and 5, If you can hear, you need to come to the room.
That is the question,
Here
though.
comes number 5.
What would you do to get a dog's tail
I'm
wagging?
saving the wag for the moment.
Or, actually,
Keeping it under wraps.
here is a secondary. Here's a follow-up question. If you were a dog, what would you wag your tail for the most? I think for me personally, like all dogs and I think all humans, I think
Right,
I'd wag
underway.
my tail the most for food. I think. Oh,
Waggy his tail.
Oh, we've got some beautiful dogs here, all different shapes and sizes and breeds, and their tails are definitely wagging. Definitely wagging. There's one at the end that's a sort of creamy colour and has furry hair. I think might be a cockapoo cross something. But that one has a very, very waggly tail. So another black, I believe, small Labrador or Jack Russell, something along those lines. And he's got very waggly tail, very waggly, very
Some
happy.
various techniques here to get that tail wagging. I can hear squeaky toy.
Squeaky toys, people stroking their dogs, and all of that.
We have a balloon as well to just looking for movement.
Oh, we've now got the barking, so we haven't only got the waggiest tail, we've also got the barkiest bark. I wouldn't be surprised if that was actually one of the competitions. It is beautiful. I'll see if I can turn the camera around to get more of a visual on the proceedings. I believe it should
Trying to get a waggle. Trying to get a waggle out of
owning something.
number 5. Is there any wagging?
Very interesting
Is there evidence of
technique I
wagging?
see
Yes,
here
yes.
is trying to get a dog to wag their tail by bouncing up and down a balloon. I don't think that's a technique that I've seen before, but that's a very interesting one. Nonetheless.
Particularly hard one to judge this on. Yeah.
It is
I have
clear,
no
though,
idea the parameters
I think.
for judging this one.
I think when it comes to dogs, and especially now, I think looking at this competition in particular, the waggiest tail, you see that love the owners have, that connection, that companionship. And I think especially, if you'll permit me, I'd like to say that no one more person needs that companionship than older people. And I think there are a lot of older people that benefit greatly from having a dog. I personally know one family friend, Ray Lambert, who lives in Beachlands, who is 91 years old, and her little dog Toby, who is absolutely amazing. Cockapoo crossed with a poodle. He is just the best, and the relationship that him and Ray have are amazing. I mean, some might say that he gets spoiled a bit, but that's just the life of being a dog owner. But dogs obviously don't just help with companionship, but they can also help with health reasons as well.
So winner
so that dogs have
is number 9.
ability to know. Oh, that was number 9 that won. Oh,
Second place.
and it was the one that I said
is
had the
number
waggiest tail,
7.
that small black dog.
Number 7,
Who
you
I
came second.
believe is a Jack Russell. Looking at the dog closer, but I could
Third
be wrong.
is number 20.
So I 100% agree with the judge's decision there.
In 4th position
And a very
is number
waggy.
29. And in 5th position is number 6.
Okay, so with that being done, I'm going to spin the camera back around so then it is on me. Sounded very egotistical then, but anyway. I'm going to take a small break. I'll be back. Hopefully,
So
with
special
someone
prize goes to number
interview.
21.
special people.
So I'm here with Cheryl. Sorry, I never got my name. I feel quite bad for that. But I'm here with Cheryl from Noofs in Action. So if you wouldn't mind telling us a bit about what Noofs in Action is.
Be a pleasure. So Noofs in Action is a dog group based on Newfoundland dogs, with members that come from Kent, Surrey, Sussex, Wales and Cornwall, so quite well geographically spread, that really want to work their pet Newfoundland dogs in the manner that they were bred for. And the aims of Noofs in Action is twofold. One is that we very much want to promote the Newfoundland dog in the way that it's bred, and making sure that the team members are all ambassadors for the breed, and therefore promoting great health and longevity. And then alongside that, because they are the original water dogs, we work really hard with the Royal Lifesaving Society to spread the messages of water safety. And this year have partnered with the fire service to do lots of joint ventures showing how you can really enjoy being on or in the water in a really safe way.
Oh, that's brilliant. That is brilliant. As a water lover myself, I love that. And I mean, we see it all the time with dogs, don't we, running in and out, especially down here by the coast.
Yes, indeed.
We see it all the time. So, I mean, it'd be lovely to know a bit more about the dog names. The dog breed's gone out of my head, which is ironic. The Newfoundland, that's it. The Newfoundland. You know? So what? It's in the charity's cover title, isn't it? But the name went straight out of my head. Anyway, it'd be lovely to know a bit more about the breed.
Of course.
Of the dog.
So Newfoundlands, as the name suggests, come from Canada, and they were originally used out on the working boats there. And it was always considered bad luck for a sailor or fisherman to go out without a Newfoundland on board. So they have two coats. So they have two coats on them. The underneath coat keeps the skin dry, so the water doesn't penetrate. When they are going in the water, it flattens out. So it's almost, I always say, it's a little bit like chitty chitty bang bang going in. You get this amazing float. So they were used there. They would go in and bring fishermen in if they went overboard. And then when they got there, they would trawl the fishing nets in. Then all the fish would be loaded into carts. And because of their strength and stature, they would then haul the fish to market. So that's what they were designed for. They've got semi-webbed feet and they swim a breaststroke rather than a doggy paddle. So whereas most dogs go at an angle in the water, Newfoundlands swim flat. So they swim much more like an Olympic swimmer, where the top of them doesn't get wet, where they're propelling with all four paws.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. That is really interesting. Is there anything more that you'd like to add on what you guys do? How maybe, if anyone's interested who's watching, could donate? Maybe if that's something.
Yeah, of course. So we have a Facebook page, which is Noofs in Action, and that tells you where we're going to be and what we're doing. And generally, we will be doing lots of water rescue demos, or at events like today, where we'll come just with the pictures to show people what we can do. The dogs will jump out of boats to rescue people. They'll take life rings out. They'll turn over an unconscious person. So if people want to have a look at what we do, if they want to come and see us at any events, and then we're not a charity ourselves. What we do is we raise funds and then we donate that to charities. The big one, obviously, that we work with is the Royal Lifesaving Society. But for example, this year we've also sent money to Maggie's Cancer Trust, to Alzheimer's. We've helped Help for Heroes. So we cover a wide range of charities that we then donate to. So anything anybody can give us at events is always gratefully received. But most of all, come and see the dogs. We've got about 25 in the group. We've got all three colours represented in the group. So Newfoundlands are black, brown or white and black. And the white and blacks are known as Lanciers after the painter Sir Edwin Landseer.
Those are the ones that you've got over there in the marquee today, aren't they?
We got three of them, yes. Three white and blacks and two blacks in there. So we're just missing a brown today.
Very fluffy, I thought, when I looked at them. They're very fluffy. I just wanted to give them a big cuddle.
And they love that. So they are the original Nana out of Peter Pan. And they do love children. They also love to leave their fur everywhere. So anyone that owns a Newfoundland, the birds are very well kept in the winter.
Oh, I can imagine. Anyway, it's been lovely speaking to you.
Absolute pleasure.
Thank you very much for agreeing to come on.
No problem at all. And good luck.
Thank you.
That was very interesting. You having a nice day?
Lovely, lovely. We've got little aircons over there and silver shit. I'll get out your way.
But I thank you for coming along. I know it was a bit of a worry that you couldn't do it with the baby. Got a bit of breeze. The silver shade.
It's just a shame. We love doing the video. I really wanted to. I just get too much criticism if I put newbies out. But no, let's enjoy it too. And if you want us to come down and do anything with the ring, then I will happily do that. So I just won't take a dog.
No.
So just let me know if you need me to do that. I'll let you know.
Yeah, that's lovely. Oh, thank you.
You don't mind being
No, I
on
don't
camera,
mind,
do you?
no,
Okay,
that's
cool,
good.
cool. I just thought that I would ask before, just immediately going, here's the camera, you
That's
know.
cool.
So I'm joined here by the winner of the rescue dog competition that was going on. So just mind telling me a bit about, yourself, the dog, what it maybe meant to win.
So my name's Alistair. This is Sassy. She's 8.5 years old. We got her from a Rottweiler rescue centre when she was about just over a year old. The police had passed her on to the rescue centre. They raided the property and there's a load of drug dealers in there trying to force dogs to breed in a concrete yard. So she was with 2 other Rottweilers and 2 pit bulls. The police removed from the property. There was broken glass and there was like loud gothic music playing in the background. It just wasn't a nice atmosphere. So the police took the dogs away, passed them on to the relevant rescue centres, and we went and found her at Stoke Rescue Centre. So it's a bit of a drive.
That is lovely, though. That is lovely.
When we first got her, she hadn't seen grass before.
Really?
She was scared of dogs and scared of people. She used to run away miles just to get away from the dog. She was scared of people. But she's 8.5 years old now. She's a completely different dog. She's extremely good with my 2-year-old daughter.
She seems really happy.
Yeah, she's all right.
Just really content now.
Yeah, she plays with other dogs now. She runs around. She's fine. She's perfect.
And I mean, I think it's such a beautiful thing for someone to do, to rescue a dog.
Yeah, I mean, they had 65 Rottweilers have a lot of bad press because of the type of dog they are, but at the end of the day, any dog could be vicious. You can train a trail could be vicious. But yeah, they got 68 Rottweilers their way to be rehomed. A lot of them have been through a lot of trauma. But yeah, she was completely terrified of everything when we first got her. So done a lot of work, and yeah, she's a good family dog now. She's all right.
Well, thank you so much for all the work that you've done.
Thank you.
Because that is amazing, and I think you definitely deserve the win.
That's it.
I hope you have an amazing rest of the day.
Yeah. You never know, you might get first place in every competition. It's unlikely, but you never know. She might get another bag of treats out of it, though.
I believe it will be the first.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Nice one. Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Right,
much.
cheers. Thank you. Nice for a beer.
Oh. There we go. We just had 2 fantastic interviews right there. I believe the next event that's going to be coming up is going to be the best junior handler. This will be interesting to see that. Hello. Yes, I've already spoken. That'll be interesting to see. As a young person myself, it'll be quite nice to see some of the young people come out of this community, because I feel like a lot of the time as young people, there's not overly too much to do, right, in this area. And that's no fault to anyone or anything, but it's just the majority of the people that live here are older or above a certain age. But it is quite nice to see people of all ages come out to events like this and to be able to celebrate that, I guess. On the subject of the swimming pools here, I've just found this little leaflet which says there's a new swimming pool for dogs in West Ham and Pevennsey. So this is brilliant. The website's dogsplash.co.uk. I definitely know someone that I'll be giving. I think that will benefit largely from knowing this. It's got a little bit cooler, I think, in this doorway. It's very sort of windy. It's nice. Since last time I was in here as well, the snacks have come out. I see the snacks have come out on the table.
Yeah, we have to feed the judges.
Yeah, it's not just the dogs that are getting treats today. You know, oh no, I'm okay. I've got my water. Thank you very much. You know, I think this is the first time that I've actually been in here, because I've been like here, obviously, in the recreational ground, but I've never actually been in here. It's quite nice, actually.
It's been taken down to rebuild. I'm rebuilding it. Oh, well, yes. The option is to knock it down and rebuild, or build new over there and keep this going, or use this site. I personally prefer over there, because then the players can look at the castle.
In the castle, yeah. Yeah.
You can't see it from here. But I don't know. With the camera. And of course, it's all got to be fundraised.
And I guess it's like, if you leave this out, how much can it earn its space and upkeep compared to if you had two?
Yes, it would have to expand.
I think it's kind of fun to note the fact that I've already been going for about 35 minutes. So there we go, that's the first hour done.
No, but I'm saying if you
3 more.
had another place there, you could rent this out as well.
My brain has gone a little bit numb here. I think it's because of all the heat that's going on. I'll see a bit later whether we can get some more people on, but for right now, I think it's a great thing to sort of check back in. So today is the Community Fate and Dog Show here at the recreational ground at Pevennsey Road. There's a lot of history here. I'm going to take you outside again to see whether we can see any of the dogs and the dog breeds. Be right back after this. Hello.
Well done to everyone. They were all beautiful.
I can see that someone, I don't know who, but I can see that someone's joined. So I'm here at the Pevennsey Community Fate and Dog Show here at Walton Road Recreational Ground, which is, it's lovely. There's so many people out. Behind me is their pavilion. We've got so many dog
make sure you're
Jack
getting plenty of
Russells
water
to
for the dogs.
Rottweilers.
There's a paddling pool to dunk them in.
And
of course yourselves, make sure yourselves are protecting themselves
Jack
from
Daniels,
sunscreen
no,
and
Jack
drinks.
Russells. It's lovely to be out here
The
talking
first time in my life,
all the
I'd recommend water
charities,
over beer today. Couldn't say that very often.
all the different people that have come out, including the fire and rescue service, which hopefully I'll be interviewing later. If they can get spare time. We've got some funfair rides. We've got Newfoundlands and Actions, which I interviewed earlier.
So well done,
we've
everyone.
also got the Royal Oaken Castle, which is situated on their own little marquee, bringing out alcoholic beverages and snacks. They've also offered quite lovely. They've actually got a pool in their car park because obviously it's very hot, as you can probably tell. It's a very hot day today. There are a lot of people drinking water, dogs drinking water. Obviously, it's important to take care of the well-being of our furry friends and make sure that they are cooled off and in the shade. It's also important for us, but more important for our furry little friends down there, who are wagging their tail. We've already had the competitions from the rescue dogs as well, which it was lovely to talk to the owner of that rescue dog and the story behind getting that dog. I think it's very it's important to share, I think, rescuing dogs, because there are so many out there that get
So we're just getting ready for
misfortune,
next
and
dance,
it
which I
means
think
that
is
their
Handsome
reputation
Boy.
goes down.
I know what you're thinking. No.
I have, I guess, unfortunately, just missed the young handlers.
Right, we're ready for Handsome Boys. So all Handsome Boys to the ring.
They're not talking about me, I don't think. Don't think I'm a handsome boy, but no, it's a handsome boy round this time. So I think I've just come at it at the right time. Happening right in front of me. As you can see, if I turn the camera around,
To the ring,
you can see the view into there with the different dogs, dog walkers. Person there wearing the white shirt with blue dots on it and the shorts, brown boots. He's the commentator for the event. And might I say, it's been quite weird live streaming this event next to a commentator. It's made me feel a little bit a little bit insecure, I guess. It feels like we're in competition with each other. He's definitely got more of a professional setup than I have, which is quite fun. Yeah. Let's see. I have no idea whether chat's appearing on here. It will now. Now that I've pressed the button. So now any live chat that gets put here.
So, final call for Handsome Boy. If you've entered this and you can hear us, it's time to come to the ring. Number 12 and number 13.
There we go. There's the
34,
choir of dogs here,
47,
which is lovely.
and 48. So, Handsome Boy. Make your
Got to
way
admit,
the
the
ring.
dogs that are there are very handsome, including this really cute little poodle, which just walks out. It makes me want to turn into that talk in that way that you talk to dogs. That really sort of like ooh sort of way. It is so lovely to see the amount of people that have turned up for this event. I think sometimes with living down here in this small community, you sometimes forget how many people there actually are. And
Just
when
make sure
events
you
like
can
this
see
are
your
put
number
on,
clearly. So,
and
we're
people are
judging.
able to come together and celebrate, you really get that sense of community.
Okay, we're starting.
Which is lovely. See if I can maybe turn the camera around so then we can actually see what's going on. He says this, he covers it with his finger. Through the gap there between the marquee and the truck, we have what I am coining the arena. As you can see, there are some dogs that are lined up there. Which are most handsome boy. And again, they're not talking about me, I think. You can see as the judge sort of slowly walks down the line. I wonder on what metric you would judge this. And I wonder if the person who gets last place is going to take the most offense.
So we had some music for Prettiest Dog. So we'll have something for the guys here.
I have no idea whether that picks up the song choice that they had on this mic, but they have chose the song "I'm Too Sexy for My Shirt," which I think, if it's in the respects of a dog, I think it should be "I'm Too Sexy for My Collar." After this competition, I will see whether there is any other charities or people that would be willing to speak. Obviously, it is a bit of a gamble being in, doing this. A lot of people don't necessarily want to talk or don't necessarily feel comfortable. But it is lovely to talk to people which are here. Okay, the other person is still here. I haven't scared whoever you are off or bored you. I'm going to check. I'm going to just check real quick whether this is still coming through. It is. Cool. A little bit delayed, but it's coming through. That's fine. By the way, I will say go easy on me because this is my first time. There is a joke in there somewhere, but I'm not going to make it. This is my first time going live. Hopefully, in the near future, I'll be doing more live stuff. So hopefully this can help me prepare, I guess. Obviously, something that is interesting to note is that there's no Wi-Fi here. So I'm currently having to link off of someone else's hotspot, which they have very kindly given me. Uh, Wow, the irony of that. The irony of that.
Yeah. You may have done one or two around that time.
I assume that I know who that person is now. Yeah, it's because it's not. Let me just make sure. Am I back on? Cool, I'm back on. The irony of me talking about the internet and then the internet going down. There's massive irony in that I totally recognise. Back inside now. Anyway, back on. So hopefully there's not too many other technical issues and difficulties. Saying that, I will be back.
I'm not too bad. Good. Good. Still down here.
Hello. Okay. So I am back. I apologise for the long wait, but I was trying to find people to interview. I got Elizabeth stuck with the emergency services. They're quite busy, so I will try to talk to them in a bit later. As you can probably tell, I'm a bit out of breath, due in large part to the heat. I'm going to have to put this back on pause because I may be receiving a little bit of technical issues, so I apologise for that. Oh, let me just display that. There we go. That was from our one live view at one point. Why his name on here is the Lone Wolf, I will not know. Anyway, I need to find somewhere that I can plug in my charger because my laptop... Oh, actually. Excuse me. Would you mind if I use that for my laptop charger? Is that okay? Those outlets. Yeah. Is that not... Yeah, I've got my laptop charger. I just need it to... because it's running out of battery a little bit. Alright, thank you. So prizes are now being drawn, I believe, for it should be the Best in Show. They've had to rush it a little bit, this event, because of how hot it is. I think the well-being of the dogs, and obviously the well-being of the owners, have been at the forefront of this today. It's very hot. There's a pool in the car park of the Royal Oaken Castle, which is quite amazing, actually. It's quite lovely to see the pool. I haven't actually gone there yet, so maybe after this it might be quite fun to see the paddling pool and to show you that maybe. But for now, I think I just want to talk a little bit about who else is here. I spoke to the winner of the rescue dog, which was a lovely interview to have, and that will be available as its own standalone video on this YouTube channel after this live stream. That, as well as a conversation that I had with the Nuffs in Rescue, which is the Newfoundland group which raise money for charities. It was lovely to learn more about that dog breed. I will hopefully, as this event's going on, I'll hopefully be talking to the fire service because they are here today, offering sprinklers, not sprinklers, offering advice on the smoke alarms and fires and other such things. Also, like to talk to some other groups which are here. There is a dog training group which is here, which I would quite like to talk about. So I think without any further ado, I'm going to either go over to the pool and show you the pool, or I am going to be talking to someone. So I'll be right back after this short break. So I'm joined here by the second place winner of the Best in Show, right? So would you mind just introducing yourself, talking about what they're
Sure.
a bit about your dog?
I'm Troy. This is Skylar. Coral's over there. Skylar's mum. We got her as a puppy during COVID. I end up taking her to work a lot. I'm a tree surgeon. She comes out, helps me drag some branches, picks up some logs for me, guards the tools, guards the trucks. And we live down in Pevennsey Bay by the beach. And she's become quite the swimmer.
I was going to say, a lot of dogs down there, so I live down there as well. You see dogs all the time down there, running around, doing all of that.
But yeah, I can't stop her going in the sea. We'll walk down the beach and she'll just go straight down there, straight in the sea, and then she's staring at you like, come on, throw us a few things in there, will you?
Yeah. So, like, she seems really calm. Like, really calm now, like, around a lot of people.
Yeah.
Was that, like, ever a fear, or did you know that she's going to be calm? Or?
I think what it is she loves people. She almost loves people more than she loves dogs. So I think what it is obviously when she comes to work with me as well, obviously she meets loads of people, she meets loads of dogs. She's just got used to it. I think now, crowds of people, it just doesn't really bother her now. She's got used to being with so many people. And we've got a lot of friends with dogs, and she's always meeting new dogs, always new people. Even when I go quoting for jobs, she'll meet more dogs, even more dogs. Yeah, I think she just got used to it. I think it was a good thing that we got her to meet loads of dogs and loads of people.
Yeah, because obviously if you got her during COVID, that would
yeah,
have been a time when there would have been no social interaction.
it was really hard to start with.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was mainly sort of maybe around the middle time. So she had a good 3 to 6 months of just us, and then she learned a lot. So she's really good with all of her commands. She actually doesn't go on the lead that often, and I think that's where that was. Obviously, the first 3 to 6 months was focused on just the training, and then after obviously lockdown finished and everything was a bit more free, then it was kind of all the training's done. Let's just let you meet loads of people and loads of dogs. And yeah, she's a really good dog. I wouldn't change it for the world.
Well, I hope I can tell by the smile on your face that the win meant a lot.
Yeah, that was really good. I really like it. I don't think so, but it might be good to ask one of the guys in the high-vis jackets. But we also are a little bit undecided whether we get another one, because we feel like she needs a friend. Because part of the reason she comes to work with me is because Coral works, I work, we're both full time, and we kind of just feel like it wasn't fair to get one if we don't have the choice of being able to take her to work on some days, so that she's not sat at home on her own all day long.
I think that's lovely though, that sort of sharedness of it, like sharing the work and being able to. I know when so I used to have a dog. I know that whenever I go to, I know it's not the same school and work, but I know whenever I go to school, I'd always get really sort of like, I miss her a lot. And I bet that's the same between owner and dog.
Yeah.
It's like you would miss your dog a lot, and your dog would miss you a lot. So it's nice that you're able to share that.
And it was like, we've got a little camera at home. So when we do leave her at home, Coral could be sat at her desk watching the dog, making sure she's okay.
I've got to ask, what's the most entertaining thing that you've spotted on that camera?
Most entertaining thing? What do you think? Jumped out the lounge window, straight out the flat. Yeah.
Oh, I did have images of my head.
But yeah, we're on a ground floor, so it was fine.
Yeah.
She loves jumping out of things. Like, she loves She can jump in the car without opening the door. She's just straight through the window. But it's kind of like if we tell her no, she just won't do it. But I think what happened is obviously the windows are open and a dog must have been walking past. And sometimes she likes to sit there and look at dogs walking past the window, but we left it open by mistake because we normally close it every time we go. But yeah, then she was just straight out the window. She was making friends, and then she came and sat by the front door and just sat by the front door waiting to come in. Yeah, it's funny.
Lovely. Well, thank you very much for stopping by.
That's all right.
Great to have a chat. Congratulations.
Thank you.
On your
Thank
second
you.
place.
Thank
You know,
you.
hashtag second place is the new first place.
Yeah. Well, and technically it's reserve. So I think since the Best in Show didn't come and do a podcast, we count as Best in Show now, don't we?
You're actually the best in
Yeah,
show
yeah.
because you are in show. So yeah.
Are you a winner? Hey, you winner.
Anyway, I hope that you have a lovely rest of the day.
Thank you.
Stay cool.
Will do.
Stay hydrated.
Yeah, will do. Lovely.
Thank you.
No worries. Thank you. Come on then.
Thank you.
Take care.
You too. The event's nearly winding down now. You know, the Best in Show has done, so that's it. There's no going to be no more judgments. I was just a conversation with the person who won second place there, which was a conversation to have indeed. The last two interviews that I want to try and have, if I can, is the announcer, who has been on this very table in front of me throughout the whole event, as I've been live streaming. And I'd also quite like to talk to fire and rescue service, but before I do that, I just want to give a really big thank you to everybody who has agreed to come on, everybody who has helped me to set up, being able to be here I view as a real privilege, and being able to share this lovely community that I get to call home is something that I really love. So thank you so much for watching. I mean, it's not over yet, but thank you. And you know, this is something that out of love I have made, out of passion, and I hope that comes across here, and in what I'm going to be doing in the near future. Keep a watchful eye out on the Facebook page, which will be linked below as well. Keep close watch out because there'll be a couple of announcements coming in the next few weeks about different changes which are going to be going on. I'm going to take a last quick break here, and then we shall be back with some more interviews and closing up of the whole live stream.